Hi everybody, my name is Alexander and welcome to Celebrityland. Today I'm going to tell you about my encounter with the one and only Rihanna. I met Rihanna in New York in 2017. She was in the Soho House and I met her a couple of times in that night. First I was walking up the stairs and she was walking down the stairs. Our paths crossed and she was actually way more tiny than I thought she would be. She was tiny and cute and she was very, very wasted. She was up on weed. You could totally tell by the look in her eyes, by the way she was laughing, by the way she was like moving left and right. It was a lot of movement, a lot of laughter, a lot of fun. But later, when I was sitting on one of the tables, she was sitting in the other table. There was actually an interesting story and I would like to get your opinion on that. She was on the table and a fan or somebody who recognized her walked over to her and was standing behind her for quite some time. And it was clear that the person wanted a picture. So at some point, Rihanna was like, come here. And then Rihanna was like, oh, you want a picture? How about you go back to this corner, you wait there until I decide so. And when I decide so, I'm probably gonna say, no, you're not gonna get a picture. Bye. So that was Rihanna's reaction. What do you think about that? Do you think that somebody who is as famous as Rihanna can totally behave the way they want to and they can do that? Or do you think that you should have been a little more friendly maybe and a little more respectful and said it in a different way? Tell me what you think about that in the comments below. During Fashion Week, however, I had the chance to interview a lot of celebrities. I started working for Nova TV. I think it was 2 seasons that we did.
Значи може и да очакваме продължение и на Сексът и градът?
Да, не мога да говоря за това изобщо.
Спомена по-рано, че правите дрехи в...
О, да, имаме фабрика в България.
Обичам би, България.
Добро утро, България.
I also interviewed Paris Hilton. Paris I've seen many times, so many times. One of the most outstanding times that I remember was when she modeled for the Blondes. The Blondes are a New Yorker, glamorous and shiny designer duo, and at their 2018 September New York fashion show, she incarnated Cruella de Vil and walked with her dog. I remember I was sitting front row and it was just amazing and it was sexy, funny and hot at the same time. The last time I saw Paris was also in Fashion Week. I don't know if she remembered me because we've seen each other many times and just taken selfies, but that time she kind of acted like she knew who I was and she just grabbed my phone and was like, yeah, let's do it. It's on my Instagram. Paris and I have a selfie relationship. We just meet up at events, take selfies and leave.
Харесахте ли шоуто?
Беше удивително.
Коя е любимата ти част?
Всичко. Свети Валентине.
С кого ще прекараш празника?
Тайна е.
She's always going to be like 18 years old. She's just like 10 years ago. Same, cool, happy, funny girl. During Fashion Week, I've also seen and encountered so many celebrities that I can't think of right now, but once really stood out with a very, very bad performance. And I'm gonna call her out now because as an artist, I think if somebody performs like shit, they should know. Nicki Minaj. Sorry, Nicki, not impressed of your performance. I've seen you 2 times during Fashion Week. Last time was Philip Plein's fashion show in 2018. Your performance was not even a performance. You literally walked down the stage with the microphone towards the people and just posed. That's not a performance to me. Nicki might be super cool, but her performance sucked. Like, if you're one of the biggest badass hip hop people in the world, you should do better. Somebody else who met was Cardi B. When I met Cardi B, I actually had no idea who she was. She was really what they referred to as up and coming. And my camera guy at the time was like, this is Cardi B, this is Cardi B, we have to interview her. But I had no idea who she was. So, missed my chance with Cardi B. I know that actually Cardi B knows who I am. And this is how. Thumbs up for Cardi B. Hey Cardi. Maybe doesn't know who I am, but I know that Cardi B has seen my video clip because the guy who shot Bodak Yellow, her big breakthrough song, Peter Dimitriev, he actually started off shooting video clips with me. I'm 100% sure that when Peter Dimitriev applied to shoot the music video for Bodak Yellow, he applied with his video director reel, which includes 3 of my videos. Peter is a very good cinematographer. I had the honor to direct 3 of my music videos with him. My first breakthrough song, Creature in Me, in 2012, which was the first single of mine that got actual radio and TV airplay. Peter and I had such good synergies in working together, directing and cinematography wise, that we actually ended up shooting 2 music videos instead of 1 in one day. The video clips for my singles Say That You Love Me and Ocean from the year 2014, which were supposed to be actually one video, Cardi B was still unknown and was looking for somebody to shoot her big breakthrough video Bodak Yellow. So I think Cardi B has at least seen me on screen before. Another celebrity who actually helped me out in the beginning of my career was Tommy Hilfiger himself. I met Tommy Hilfiger back in 2009. For the next couple of years, I was working as a fit model in their offices in New York on 26th Street, and I was also doing an internship there in marketing. When I started releasing music as an artist, people already knew my face, and I was invited to good morning shows, late night shows in Bulgaria, other talk shows, and it was a lot of fun. Being in the New York scene in those years, while I was working for Tommy Hilfiger, I was really a club kid. People actually started calling me the male Lady Gaga in Bulgaria, which was something I never strived to achieve, but this is how I started my career in Bulgaria, as the face of Tommy Hilfiger and the male Bulgarian Lady Gaga. Working for Tommy and the brand Tommy Hilfiger just opened up so many doors for me. This is really how I kickstarted my career as a model in New York. I signed with a very good agency. I was walking a lot of fashion week shows back then. I had magazines and newspaper all over the world write about my modeling career, but not only my modeling career, also when I released my first major single, Creature in Me, the first single that got airplay on TV and radio in Bulgaria, people already knew who I was through my work with Tommy Hilfiger.
Има 70-80 фотографа, които са и така пред тебе, ти излизаш и не виждаш нищо, ти виждаш само една светлина и знаеш, че около тебе има хора.
Алек Сандър!
Ню Йорк, за да продължиш изследването и професията на модел.
Винаги съм искал да отида в Ню Йорк и не съм знал, че е възможно.
So Tommy Hilfiger definitely helped me a lot, and I can only say positive things about him, nothing negative. His family, his kids, the whole company is very good. While I was working for Tommy, in the same building above us, Martha Stewart had her headquarters. The funny thing was that I actually shared the elevator with Martha Stewart a couple of times, but I actually didn't know who she was until later. So one time I was in the elevator, and then my friend who was with me, he was like, oh my God. And I was like, what's going on? Martha left the elevator. He was like, this was Martha Stewart. Do you not know who she was? You don't know what she's doing? And apparently she's a huge legend. But yeah, I shared the elevator with her a couple of times, did not recognize her, will recognize her now.